Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Arsenal. Right off the bat, I want to say sorry for how extremely confident I am for this game. I know some people believe in jinxes and all that, and I am so confident for this game. Like, I'm just so sorry how confident I am. So, if things go wrong this weekend, yes, you can blame me for it because I'm going into this game. Just wait to hear my prediction later in the video. I am extremely confident, and it's always crazy going to Man United extremely confident because for myself, I've been watching Arsenal for since 2004, and I've seen us going to Old Trafford a lot of times in the Premier League, and we've only ever won twice there since I started supporting Arsenal. That was in 2006. Adebayo scored, and also in 2020, Aubameyang scored. It was 1-0 for both of those games. There's some 2-3 games over the last 10 years that we've gone to Old Trafford confident, and you're like, we should win this one. Like when they had Rashford making his debut and they still beat us by 3-2. There was another year where I think we drew 2-2 and Lingard scored later on after, I think it was Lacazette who had scored in that game. We drew 2-2 with them. There's also a year where we drew 1-1 recently, I think. And obviously last season, we also doing incredibly well. And we went there and they beat us 3-2. The previous 3-2 or 3-1? 3-1. The previous year, they beat us 3-2 with Cristiano Ronaldo scoring those goals. So, yes, we've gone to Old Trafford and we've lost a lot of games. And some of those we were expected to win. But this time, we really are expected to win. Like, we're going to Old Trafford, like, the better team, obviously, and United are in a shambles, and like everyone is expecting Arsenal to win this game. I don't think we've ever gone to Old Trafford with everyone and the odds expecting Arsenal to win comfortably, not even 1-0 or anything. We expect to score a bunch of goals. Now, there's a reason for that. Now, Arsenal have been really good this season, especially this year. We've gone away to teams and scored a bunch of goals to West Ham and to all those other teams. We've managed to put 5 goals past Chelsea, 4 goals past Newcastle. We are scoring a lot of goals. We've scored 88 this season. Last season, we scored 88. We are going to break the record from last season. This will be the most goals we've ever scored in Premier League history. And United, on the other hand, and before I even go to United, we have our full team fit. Full team, like everyone is fit, from Partey to Timber to Tomiyasu. Everyone is back fully fit. So Arteta can literally choose anyone he wants. He can play Smith Rowe, he can play Vieira, he can play Trossard, he can play Martinelli, whoever he wants. Everyone is fit. And on the other hand, Man United have a bunch of injuries, especially defensively. Maguire, Lindelof could make it, but he's currently injured. Shaw is injured. Varane is injured. Martinez is injured. They have a lot of injuries defensively, and Bruno, I think, might make it, but he missed the last game against Crystal Palace. Rashford is injured, and usually when we play United, the guy that worries me the most is usually Rashford because of his pace and the counter-attacks, and we've seen him scoring against us this season at our place. Last season, he scored against us home and away, scored twice at Old Trafford against us. So he has the knack, and on his debut, his Premier League debut, he also scored twice against us. So Rashford has a good record against us, and every time he has the ball in a match against Arsenal, I'm always worried because of the pace and the counter-attack. Sometimes we play United off the park and they get a couple of counter-attack chances and they score against us. So it has happened a lot of times. But if he doesn't play this game, if he doesn't make it, that takes my confidence even higher, which scares me even more. Now, on top of that, Man United this season against Crystal Palace recently, they lost 4-0. And most of us watched them against Coventry, struggling. Coventry scoring 3 goals against them. Coventry should have won that game. Watched United against Burnley, watched them against Sheffield United. The 2 things that are making me extremely confident for this game, one is the fact that United allows so many chances to the opposition. You cannot play against United and not get at least 10 chances. They will give you at least 10 chances. Even if you're Burnley, even if you're Coventry, you're going to get 10 chances at least against United. Some of those teams have had 20 shots, 25 shots, 30 shots. So you are going to, they're never really resistant in terms of defending, and they will allow you a lot of shots and a lot of chances. So all you need to do is to take your chances. And if we create as many chances as we have in most of the games this season, and United allow us as many chances as they allowed as they allowed the other teams, and we score those chances, we just need to take those chances. So if we miss our chances, it could be 0-0 at halftime. But if we take our chances like the way we did against a West Ham or a Burnley or those guys we played, it could easily be 4-5-0, 6-0 in this game. They might score, obviously. They might score. Anthony also scored against us last season, always finds a way, anyone to score against us. But there's a lot of things going our way. And the second reason is the midfield. That is where we are the most strong, where with Rice, Odegaard, and Partey, and off the bench, the likes of Jorginho. United, I watched them against Crystal Palace, and the midfield is so open. It's crazy. The midfield, like Casemiro's playing defensively, and Maino, good player, but obviously in terms of experience, he still needs to learn a lot of things in terms of positioning and when to be at this particular time. And Eriksen, you can just bypass him so easily. So in my head, I'm thinking, Eriksen up against Rice, Rice can absolutely destroy him because, the pace, the physicality, he can absolutely destroy him. Now, the only thing that can make that different is if everyone recovers and they have McTominay there and they have you United fans don't like anyway, Bruno there and Rashford there, then things could be slightly different. I still expect us to win, but I'd not be as confident as I am in terms of scoring a bunch of goals in this game. But if they go the same midfield they had against Crystal Palace, I feel like Amrabat might start in this one. If they go in the same midfield they had against Crystal Palace, we are going to get a lot of chances. We just need to take our chances, and we are going to dominate a lot of the ball. And last season we went there, we dominated the whole game, but they scored 3 goals against us. So that's where we need to be very careful. On top of that, we are a very good defensive team. We don't allow teams to have shots on our goal. And United, yes, they've dropped out of the European position, so they still have something to fight for. If they win their 3 games, they might still finish in a Europa League spot. But United fans are not confident, and we're going into this game with a lot to play for. So United players are looking at it like, anyway, I'm not going to be here next season. The likes of Casemiro might not be there. Eriksen maybe might not be there. So there's a lot going away for this fixture. Apart from one thing, our record at Old Trafford. Our record at Old Trafford is atrocious. 2 wins in the last 16 games, and in some of those we've been absolutely battered. There's the 8-2 obviously in 2011. There's even another one in the FA Cup that is usually not obviously listed because it's not the Premier League, but I remember going there around, I think, 2009 or 10, and they battered us 4-0 in the FA Cup. But those were those days. Those were the Rooney days. Those were the Park Ji-sung days, and these are the Declan Rice and Saliba days, and that is why I'm very, very confident. Now, as you said, we might win this game 10-0 and not matter if Man City beat Fulham. It also depends because we're playing this game on the Sunday and Fulham Man City are playing on the Saturday. If Man City drop points against Fulham, the pressure is going to be very high for us. I don't know how we're going to deal with that, but I feel like we're going to be very confident. If Man City win, I think you're going to still be very confident, and we'll need to stay ahead of them and hope that Tottenham do something for us on the Tuesday. But either way, I feel like you're going to go into this game very confident, and there's no Declan Rice should not care about Arsenal's record at Man United. He's never been here. Havertz should not really care about Arsenal's record at Man United. He's never been here. So I don't see why that should really matter for those 16 games. Odegaard maybe played 3 of them. Saliba played maybe 1 of them. So this is a clean slate, a fresh group. So Raya was not here, all those guys. So we should go there and treat it like any other fixture and go there and know that you're better than them and win the game. But which kind of lineup will do that for us? So it's very easy for me for this lineup. Obviously, David Raya in goal. Defensively, no changes for me. There was a worry about Tomiyasu potentially missing because he didn't train, I think, on 2-3 days ago, but he's fit for this. I think it was the Monday or the Tuesday, didn't train. But no worries. They said he was just given a rest. He is back for this one. So whoever plays on that wing, whether it's Diallo or Anthony, yes, they'll try to take on the fullback. So I think Tomiyasu will deal well with that. Gabriel Saliba up against Højlund. I remember Højlund did actually give Saliba a slightly tough time when he came on against us at the Emirates Stadium early on in the season. But they are able to deal with the likes of Haaland, so I'll fancy them against Højlund as well. And then at right back, Ben White has been not only good for us defensively, but also attacking wise. And his combination with those guys on the right, brilliant. And if Rashford is not there, so he does struggle against Rashford in the 2-3 games I've watched him. I think he's picked up yellow cards against Rashford like twice or something, and Rashford has scored twice, 3 times with White on that side. I think even 4 times with White playing on that side. So Rashford gives us a hard time. So if Rashford plays, I'd say Man United potentially score in this game. But let's see. So for me, Ben White at right back, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu to complete the back four. Midfield, no changes. Partey, Rice, and Odegaard. If you play that midfield and they play Eriksen and Maino in that midfield, Maino also had a good game against Declan Rice in the preseason, but if we give them another game, if we give them 5 games, Declan Rice will have better game than Maino 4.5 times out of those 5, maybe even all 5 times. So Declan Rice is still very new at that time as well. Now he's settled in. I would even expect him to have a couple of shots, maybe even score in this game. So he's also been both him and Saliba been not him and Saliba, him and Odegaard have been nominated for Player of the Season, and Saliba and Saka have been nominated for Young Player of the Season, and that is for a reason. So if you can dominate the midfield, we're going to win the game. Up front, again, the same: Saka, Trossard, Havertz. And then that leaves on the bench Ramsdale, Zinchenko, Kivior, Jorginho, Smith-Rowe, Martinelli, Vieira, Jesus, and Kete. Now, those forward players, Trossard, Havertz, Saka, you're going to get a lot of chances in this game. You just need to finish them. Now, remember against Liverpool back in January, we had a lot of chances, but we were missing them. But right now, Trossard is very clinical. He's scoring every single chance. Saka is back at his best. Havertz has been scoring. So I am confident, man. I'm very, very confident. How confident am I? I think we're definitely going to win 100%. I really hope I'm very right, man. As I said, it might not matter, especially if Man City beat Fulham. But I just want us to take Man City to the final day. If we win every single game and Man City win every single game, there's nothing much you can do. That means we'd have won like 19 out of 21 games. I don't think you can do much more than that. I'm going to go for Man United. I'm going to give them a goal. I still don't know whether Rashford and Bruno are going to play. If Rashford and Bruno play, I'm going to give them a goal. If Rashford and Bruno don't play, I'm not going to give them a goal. But for now, I'm going to assume they're going to play. I'm going to go not Rashford. Bruno is going to play. Rashford, I'm not sure, but I don't think it's like completely ruled out for the whole season. So I don't know. I'm going to go for Man United 1, Arsenal. I'm thinking the only reason why I'm not going to go for an absolutely crazy number is because I don't know how much you're going to. Sometimes we do score a few goals and then the last 20, 30 minutes we, relax. So we've seen us doing that. But we have no reason to relax, especially if Man City drop points against Fulham. It's going to go down to goal difference, and we never know. Man City can go and batter Tottenham by 4 and batter West Ham by 5 on the final day, and they could end up finishing above us on goal difference, which you don't want. So if we smell bad in this game, we have to go and get goals, because that is going to be the difference at the end of the season if Man City drop points. So I'm going to go for my United 1, Arsenal 5. That is my prediction. 5-1 win for Arsenal. Arsenal 5, Man United 1. That is my prediction. I was thinking maybe we'll get 3-1 and then, calm it down. But I've realized also they know they're going to get need the goals, especially if Man City drop points. And I think we have a better chance of getting goals against Man United than Everton. Everton have the second best defense after us. So we need to go for the goals in this game. Arsenal 5, Man United 1. Let me know your prediction. Let me know your starting lineup. Crazy. I'm very confident for this game. Extremely confident. It's even scaring me. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.